At the FayWhat show, we need to help my gay boys. In our segment called Dear FayWhat, I provide my expert lesbian knowledge and my vast experience as a living, breathing gay boy in a lesbian's body to help my fellow gay boys. This week, guess who's coming to dinner sent me an email. Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh, God. Okay, here we go. Let's take a breath. Dear FayWhat and Hottie, I just moved to South Florida, and honey, the humidity isn't the only thing making things complicated, okay?
Amen.
I've been dating this incredible trans man for 3 months. Smart, kind, and definitely boyfriend material. My parents know I'm seeing someone, but what they don't know is that he's trans. They're dying to meet him, and I'm torn. Do I tell them ahead of time and risk making it sound like a big deal? Or do I just let them meet him and let love speak for itself? I don't want to put him in an awkward spot, but I also don't want to make it weird before dinner's even freaking served. Signed, guess who's coming to dinner? And he's fabulous. Oh, okay.
This is a heavy one.
This is a heavy one. Like, we're usually dealing with like cheaters or like dumb stuff. Not dumb stuff. That's important.
Short guys with big dicks.
Or short guys with big, or, you know, the bottoms that are mad at their bottoms. You know what I mean?
Now we have to get all like, you know.
Like Dear Abby and like serious therapist shit right here.
So if I were in that situation, I would be 100. I mean, they would meet. At the end of the day, that's his personal journey. You know what I mean? Yes, I'm involved in it, but that's his private.
That's his story to tell.
That's his story to tell.
Okay.
So, so they would meet, and you know, now if I'm marrying them, if it's serious, if it's like, mom and dad, this is serious, then I would tell him first. I wouldn't ask him. I would tell him, because you're gonna have to. If we're gonna be together, this is something that my family. It's my family.
Has to know.
It's my family. You know what I mean? It's like, because it's not something that you should be ashamed about. It's clearly not something that I'm ashamed about, because I'm about to tell my family. And if it's something that he's uncomfortable with or ashamed about or something, then we're going to have a problem. But if it's serious, like if it's like, oh my God, this is my guy. Yeah. You know,
then you have to tell him. Like, you know, it depends like what kind of relationship he has with his parents, right? Because like you don't want to put your new boo in that kind of predicament where he gets called out, right? You know what I mean? Like, let's just say that your parents are more savvy than you think they are,
and we're not just talking about parents. We're talking about brothers and sisters and conservative cousins and uncles. And we're talking about parents that might be so distraught. They're going to talk to people about it. They're going to... the secret is out, you know, once you do that, and you have to be prepared for it could be positive. Like maybe the guy is gay, so obviously the parents, he feels comfortable enough to even pose that question to them. So maybe they're a bit liberal and whatever, but I mean,
it's a tough one, because again, I don't think that you should be like, you know, pass the potatoes, Thomas trans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it should be like that. I don't think you should blindside your parents, right? I think that you should trust in your relationship with your parents enough to maybe like not make it an inside secret. Okay, kind of like before dinner even happens, like, hey, mom and dad, I'm bringing Tom to dinner. He's incredible. He makes me super happy. Yeah. He's trans and you're going to love him. How about that? I mean, again, it's a risk, Al, but like, what are you going to do? Like,
no, you gotta, like, I mean,
I think it's gotta be beforehand.
I think so too. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's again, and that's like not saying anything about your boo's character or anything like that, but I think that it will just settle the playing field, right?
Have you ever sort of intermingled with somebody who's trans, or have you ever?
I've dated a trans woman. I've slept with a trans woman. I've slept with F to M and M to M to F. Oh yeah, I don't discriminate. I just like sex.
I filmed with the butchest XXX trans man. Shout out. He's like this lumberjack, right? Like just, you know, whatever, very stereotypically like CrossFit Marcus Gage lumberjack. So. But he's a man with a vajayjay. And it was like, we filmed twice.
Was this the guy you told me about? That you almost fall in love there?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
No. I'll tell you that story in a second. Wait till you hear that.
But this guy I've been with a woman, And I was like, I was sort of like, I'm still thinking about it. You know what I mean? Because I didn't dislike it.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I liked it actually, but it was definitely like, it was like this female energy. There's still female energy.
Yes, of course.
You know what I mean? And,
of course.
And
that heat is female energy. You know, that happens during sex.
So I was like, my mind was like totally blown away.
Well, because there was a time that Alex had filmed with a trans man, and he had sent me a message saying it was the best sex he ever had, right? That it was one of the times that it was the best sex he ever had, and that he almost cried. Yeah. And I was like, why did you need to tell me, right? But thank you, right? And send pictures, right? Like.
Well, the video is on OnlyFans. You can watch it if you want.
Subscribe today. Subscribe today. Okay. Lastly, listen. Just this information needs a seat at the table in some way, shape, or form. Yeah. That's all we're saying. All right. That's all we're saying. Yeah. You know, I think that if you know, I honestly, we don't know your relationship with your parents, but we're hoping that if you're watching our show and you're your true, authentic self, no matter what, that your parents are probably a little more, liberal.
Nothing good comes from shame or fear or secrets or, there's a time and a place for everything. There's a time and a place for every story to be told. Read the room. Maybe it's not the right time or the right place. You might get a better response at a different time and place. But if you're not going to talk about it because you're ashamed or because you're afraid, then
you might have to check yourself.
Then you have to check yourself,
right? We're gonna be getting a lot more of these stories now because I just thought about it. The holidays are around the corner, and this is when people have to go to their family and have to show their man, show their person, introduce for the first time, be in those kind of situations, be in family parties. Maybe you're just newly out. Maybe you went back in. You know what I mean? I also know folks
went back in
twice. Keep writing and sending your questions over because we love to help you. Write them over to FayWhat@happeningout.com. And that is an important conversation for our LGBTQ plus